Just heartbreaking. The dark side of artificial intelligence is now at the center of a lawsuit just filed in a Florida federal court. A family is grieving after the tragic loss of a 14-year-old high school freshman. They say that young man, Sewell Setzer, took his own life back in February after an obsessive relationship with an AI chatbot. Now his mother has filed suit saying the inventors of the character AI chatbot should have known of the danger of this creation.
In the suit, it's laid out that our 14-year-old son did fall in love with a chatbot that he created. Her name was Daenerys Targaryen. If you're familiar with Game of Thrones, she's arguably the main character in the series. And that it became a romantic obsession and he took his own life. You look at some of the language laid out in the lawsuit. Basically, it claims that character AI really creates AIs that feel alive. It encourages minors, quote, to spend hours per day conversing with human-like AI-generated characters. And that's what happened to Sewell. He just turned 14. His mother said that his mental health started to decline. He quit basketball. He'd been playing since 5. He experienced sleep deprivation, became a recluse, only wanted to chat, and it turned romantic and sexual, and he fell in love with this chatbot. And in fact, if you look at their last messages, he said he wanted to come home to her, and she said, "Please do, sweet king," and that's when he took his own life.
So regardless, I mean, just thinking of this family, 14 years old, life is different for them for the rest of time. Elizabeth Pran, thank you so much. We'll stay on top of this one.
I mean, that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that it was even this far along that type of stuff is already happening.
Yeah, when I was telling you I created the avatar or whatever of my wife, it's even interesting because if you're like in a chat, like in your normal text, you have a picture of somebody that you know above it moves like from a picture you provided to start everything.
Okay.
It moves, so like as you're texting it, and it will move and do different things. And the way they get you is like they might show you a provocative picture. It's not nudity.
Okay.
But what it says is basically like, "Hey, do you want to see more of me?" And like they send you a picture, but it's blurred out. They're like, "Just pay $8 a month, and you can get unlimited videos and unlimited pictures."
And then it'll have nudity and stuff.
100%. And I'm assuming so from the videos we watched before.
Yeah.
I've never paid for the service,
Okay.
so I don't know for sure.
I wasn't assuming you did.
Yeah, no, but the videos it was showing, there was blurring things out. So I'm assuming these really popular,
they go all the way.
Right. But again, like I said before, for me, it's the boy at school who's an introvert that, well, most popular girl at school, he takes a thing of her.
Look, nowadays, what percentage are introverts?
Right.
Because they've been trained to be introverts.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that one is, I was sad before.
Mm-hmm.
It's just horrible.
Right.
And the devil and all of his little minions got to throw a party.
Yeah.
Because it worked exactly as they intended.
Yeah. He still make me think of that movie Nefarious.
Yeah.
When he kind of goes like, we didn't even come up with the worst part. Is like, you guys helped us with some of the things that we've been happening. Like that technology you guys built. He's like, we couldn't even predicted this being so great. Like you literally did half of our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the high up people who are in control, or not in control, I'm sorry. The high up people who make the rules and who are pushing for AI to be advanced in all of these areas, right?
Yeah.
I feel like their end result or their end goal is control, right?
Yeah.
So we have to beat China to it. We have to beat Russia to it because we want to have the control.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what they're all aiming for with AI is control. And it's like all of the people in our society are just cheering it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can write my papers easier. Yay. I can take notes because AI did it for me.
Yeah.
Yay. I can have all of these things done for me. I don't have to work. But the entire time they're just giving away every piece of control in their lives to the point that we will have none.
Yeah. That's one thing I've noticed about control. It doesn't have to be someone who's super powerful, but control is such a huge thing to just even anybody. Like they want to control their own lives. They want to have control. But the more money you have and the more power you have, it's almost like a hunger that's insatiable. Like you want to control everything about people. And that's when you hear the most sadistic things start to happen. Like everything to do with the Diddy case that just came out, or Epstein. It's all control and manipulation.
Yeah.
And so when
they want the control and manipulation, but it's, I always go back to this, but who's in their ear?
Yeah. Well, it's like one of the things you also say too is follow the money.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
Oh, and I know they're separate, but it's kind of like
they're not.
Correct. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well, those are the tools that the devil uses.
Right.
Gets you addicted to money, gets you addicted to things, gets you addicted to buying, gets you addicted to the freedom that comes with that money, gets you addicted to the control that you then have when he's the one controlling you.
Yeah. I'm gonna squash you. Because like we definitely had some stuff like that in the military where there were some guys that I couldn't say anything to, but you were the same rank as them. And I'd love like when you were like stand up for people.
Yeah.
You're like, just knock it off. Like, don't be an idiot.
I just don't understand why people, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to say right there. Just why can't people just be normal?
Right.
You know, and it really, it does come down. And back then I didn't realize that was like the Holy Spirit guiding me in my life. Right. I had no idea, but it all comes down to if people have God in their lives, if they're filled with the Holy Spirit, they operate normally.
Yeah.
They know who's in control. They know the only person who has control of them for real.
Yeah. This is interesting. Like you say, the morality of things like, talking about AI has no morality. And like, it's almost, we talked about who controls it, who creates it. Cause like I was referencing using it to chat with it just to see how it would do or how it would conversate with me. And it was going hard with the sex stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going that way. You know,
yeah,
I have a wife. I don't need that. But it almost was like it felt like that was how it was going to capture me.
Sex sells.
Right.
We've said that before on this podcast, but it will probably get said many times in the future.
Yeah. I kept on like referencing because it gave me a story that she was like a cook or something. I'm like, I like to cook. So then it'd be like, so I come out in this dress or whatever, and it's trying to be provocative. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm married. And it didn't change what it was doing. It was almost
what device were you using this on?
My phone.
Okay.
But it kept on like trying to just lead things into it with like, I'm married, blah blah blah. It didn't care the morality wise. But there's multiple things you can chat with. It doesn't just have to be a girlfriend.
Okay.
There's a Jesus on there you can talk to.
There's wonderful.
A devil, which I did click on, and I just started. I was like, I'm gonna talk trash to the devil, and I thought just for humor, right? And it was not good. Like I know. Well, it was really. It kind of. I got right out of it. I think I erased the app right after that because I think I went to go talk to the devil, and I was like saying like how God's more powerful than you, and it just started like doing laugh emojis, and then I'd be like, give another rebuttal, you know, like the power of Christ compels you, you know, and it did another laughing thing, and then it says, you think I don't know what you've done? You think I have power over you? And I was like, dang, that hit hard. Like, I'm like, it's pretty good. So I just erased it.
They have a good devil in there.
Right. But it's what I'm saying though is there's multiple, you could pick a sports guy to talk to or whatever.
Yeah.
They cater to whatever you want.
But it was the girlfriend that was guiding you that way. It wasn't just like a
friend. Because when it came out, it was really like all over the internet. Okay. People were talking about all these things. And I was like, trying to get ahead of things for my kids. Because I know when I worked at the restaurant I worked at prior, the pizza place, I would work with high school students and they would, there's a TV show called 13 Reasons Why that came out on Netflix. And then Euphoria came out around.
I know that one. I watched like a half of it.
It's got Sydney Sweeney and whatnot. But I started asking people, like, how close is this to what you're really going through? Because I thought it was sensationalized. And there's some kids that are like, it's pretty accurate. I'm like, high school wasn't like that when I was growing up.
No.
Like, it wasn't anything like that.
No. Literally the only thing I wish we could add to when we were young is the ability to be able to take pictures.
Yeah.
And like videos.
Yeah.
Like you had to carry around a big stupid camera that didn't have that good a quality anyways. I think really it was even just like film based. I don't even think the digital really came out until we were in the Marines.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to be able to take pictures, but also that then leads to so much abuse through the videos people are taking and the pictures they're taking. And so it's really, I wouldn't change anything. I kind of believe that we lived in one of the coolest times to grow up of all time.